Hey, what's up, guys and girls? It's Jesse Daly here in the Caribbean. There are a few things happening in the Atlantic Basin and the Eastern Pacific Basin. Let's take a look at what we can expect. I'm based down here in the Caribbean region, so I'll be sure to keep you posted throughout hurricane season on what's happening. All right, guys and girls, let's jump right in to see what is going on, and there is a lot happening. So, as of 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the National Hurricane Center is monitoring 3 areas now across the Atlantic Basin. Let's start up here. There is an area which is actually now being designated as Invest 95L. Remember that an invest is an area that is under investigation by the National Hurricane Center for potential cyclonic development. This is located offshore of around the North Carolina area. Uh, it currently is a non-tropical low pressure area, but as this description notes, environmental conditions are conducive for the system to acquire tropical characteristics, and a tropical storm is actually likely to form by Monday, well east of the North Carolina coast. This would be given the name Dexter, the fourth named tropical cyclone of the Atlantic hurricane season this year. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that one. Now, also off the East Coast, around the Southeast area, off the Carolinas, there's another potential disturbance that is likely to form in the next few days, and this may, throughout around the middle of the week, develop into something. So, also, I'll keep you posted on that. Now, I am based in the Caribbean, so I am more concerned about what's happening personally over here. I'm concerned about both, but in respects to where I live, this is the main development region between Western Africa and the Caribbean. I'm always like watching that really closely because obviously that is where we could be affected many times by tropical waves that move off the coast of Africa, the west coast of Africa. Now, that's actually what's going to happen this week. So, as we can see, as of 2 p.m. on Sunday, a tropical wave is forecast to move off the west coast of Africa by later on Monday. Thereafter, some gradual development of this wave is possible, and a tropical depression could form late this week while it moves generally west to northwest across the central tropical Atlantic. Now, as we can see, this graphic kind of looks like a bean shape, but there's some discrepancy between the U.S. global forecast system and the European forecasting model. That's why it's really a real wide area here of potential development. The global forecast system is taking this a little bit closer to the Caribbean, but the European model is taking it a little bit, more northeast and kind of out to sea, known as a fish storm. um, so so poor fish have to deal with all that. But that is something that we have to watch. The wave hasn't even emerged off the coast yet, but it's something of Africa. But it's something that we'll definitely have to monitor, especially those of us in the Caribbean. Now, to show you what's going on with satellite imagery, this is tropicaltidbits.com. We're looking at infrared satellite imagery, and we can see a tropical wave that actually moved across our region this weekend, and that is north of the area now. Up here, off the coast, again, of North Carolina is where we are looking at some spinning motions, and that is potentially what will become Tropical Storm Dexter. So if we take a look also over in Western Africa here, you can see moisture about to move off the west coast of Africa. So that's the wave that we have to keep a close eye on, particularly in the Caribbean. And of course, if it does stay a little bit more, southern and doesn't make a turn up to the northeast, and it makes its way across the main development region between Western Africa and the Caribbean, that is where we, of course, can see problems in the Lesser Antilles and Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, but then eventually other areas of the Caribbean and maybe up toward the mainland U.S. Definitely something to watch. I thought this was really interesting too. I make a video about the Global Tropics Hazards Outlook every week. I love this product. It's from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Climate Prediction Center, and as we can see, like I mean, look at the this was like pretty much spot on. August 8th to August 12th, the this outlook had predicted some development possibilities off the coast of the southeast coast, and that is definitely looking like that may be the case a little bit earlier than had maybe been expected here, but definitely it was very spot on. And then of course down here in the week valid August 13th to the 19th, the main development region has in 20 to 40% chance of cyclonic development. I also want to let you know that over in the Eastern Pacific Basin, it's still really busy and it will continue to likely be busy. Over in the Eastern Pacific currently, as of at least 10:41 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is 1:41 Eastern Standard Time, there is post-tropical cyclone Gil, and then two other areas that are being monitored. So a lot is happening, my friends. And I also want to say, uh, I had put together a video for the news network that I work with down here in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and when I recorded my video on Friday, there was really nothing that the National Hurricane Center had been highlighting for the following 7 days, and then between Saturday and Sunday, a lot changed. Things can change so fast with the weather, but especially during during this time of year during hurricane season, things can change on like a dime. So it's really important to follow the National Hurricane Center, and of course, I would truly appreciate it if you follow me here on this channel and you hit that subscribe button. I will be here in the Caribbean throughout hurricane season, helping to hopefully keep all of you posted on what's going on. Lots of love. Stay safe, stay prepared, and as always, I will keep an eye on the tropical skies come rain or shine.